From the far reaches of space to the darkest places on Earth, join us as we explore the haunted, the cryptid, the creepy, and more. Exposing Reality Radio presents the Spectral Wolfpack Show, your paranormal nightmare, with your host, Alexander Bobolinsky.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Spectral Wolfpack Show, episode 12, I believe. And if you haven't seen any of the past, or listened to any of the past episodes, you can find them on the Spreaker. And also, if you go to Exposing Reality Radio, you can check out all the other shows that we have as well. So, for those of you that have been following the YouTube and everything, you guys know we're moving into our new house, and we also had our puppy get sick with parvo, but we got him. He's all better now and back home, and we actually got the office painted completely, and now working on setting that up. And we'll have internet there Friday, so we're going to be doing a lot more live streams, and videos will be coming out again. It's going to be awesome. So tonight, my good friends at Paranormal Den are going to be coming on, and these are some of my best friends. Even though we live in totally different states, they live in Akron, Ohio, and I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. But we actually got the chance to meet up earlier last year, and we had just some amazing times investigating together and everything. So I'm going to bring them on now. Jason, Tari, Josh.
What's up?
What is up, man?
Hey. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. What are you guys up to today?
Nothing, just hanging out. Just a normal day. Today's actually the first day that I actually feel somewhat like myself after the long paranormal weekend, and then that crazy shit that happened to me yesterday, not last night, but the night before. It was crazy, but I actually feel pretty good today. What's really going on?
Tell everyone what all you did last weekend.
Let's see. Friday, I think it might have been Thursday, we went to one of our friends. His family owns the first plot of land that was the actual settlement to this general area, and he's a spiritual person. He's cool. He says that his property is highly haunted. We can feel it there. It's just a great amount of energy in his woods and around his house, and we did an investigation there during the day. It really wasn't an investigation. It was more like walking through, doing some ITC sessions and stuff. And
yeah,
man, dude, some crazy shit we were capturing. And then I think it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? We did a seance in those same woods, and bro, it was crazy. Our son had his first real, personal experience, and he would always talk he's a believer. It wasn't that he changed his belief, but he got to actually experience it versus seeing it or hearing it for himself, dude. It was awesome. There was something walking around us.
Oh man,
his name was coming through the ghost box left and right. They definitely, and then it got him thinking, about consciousness and stuff that we talk about all the time, but it sparked a couple light bulbs in his brain.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, we really didn't do too much after that. We did do the session with you guys, which was insane. Some of the shit we captured is ridiculous. So all of that, on top of not getting very much sleep, kind of really, really tore me down, us down, actually. We were both feeling it in different ways.
Yeah, I don't know if this happens to everybody, but I know, you and I experience like just getting super drained, even from just spirit box sessions, and like that time we went to the abandoned amusement park. I just remember like I got back to your house and sat on the couch for like 12 hours.
I know, dude. It was insane. Like it's weird too, because some places will do it a little bit worse. Like I wasn't thinking that our friends would do that, because I've been tired. I've done other, we've done several back to back together, and like there's just you just don't realize it until sometimes 10 minutes after or a couple hours after. It's crazy, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that it's always different. The weird paranormal hangover, it's just you got different energies draining you still, even after the location. There's just that big of a connection still and pull to that location that your energy's still there. It's like just getting it back. It's rough sometimes.
It really is. Like sometimes it just like I won't even feel like getting up. Sometimes I'll just want to like just sit there and try to recharge. But I like to go to. Oh wait, what?
Yep. Today is the first day that I've edited anything since. I just have not. As soon as I sit there and listen to those voices that created or helped create the energy loss to begin with, it just totally takes me back there, and I couldn't do it until today. I actually feel somewhat okay.
Yeah, I understand. It's very real to me, and like I like to go get a Reiki session done every once in a while if I can. I haven't gotten one in a few months, and like I feel like I'm in desperate need. I always feel really like centered and just energized after I get a session.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. I've been like all about it. Like, please.
Yeah, seriously. I can't. Once I get in there, I'm like, yes. Like after I'm done, I come out feeling like a new person. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, flushing all that stuff just like you would like drinking some kind of like healthy drink to rinse out all the toxins out of your system. You're basically doing the same thing, man. And definitely need it, man. We have to cleanse our house and stuff, dude. There's been some not really like demonic, but like creepy, weird stuff's been happening. Like we lost something yesterday, and it just happens to be right on the shelf earlier. Like it's just nuts, man. We looked for it for hours, and it's right where we looked probably 100 times. It's like
that actually that happened to me too. Like I think a week or two ago, I can't remember what it was, but we were like looking for it, and then it's always like sitting on a shelf or something. It's so weird. Like I've heard a lot of people like they always say it's sitting on like their dresser or shelf, and like I wonder why.
Something that you used the whole time, and you should have found it if it was there, so it was not there.
Yeah, and I've always found it like in a place I might not put it, but it's like right in plain view.
Right, Josh, weren't you experiencing stuff like that just recently?
Oh yeah, I mean it was all over the place. Not just moving stuff, but that alone was crazy. I mean, I put stuff in very specific places. I mean, I put my wallet and my keys on the same place on the table every day when I come home. Just things around the house would be slightly moved. And it would be like weird things. And I know my wife even, it's not like she's walking around just moving boxes of like baking soda that have been there for 4 years, and now she decided to move them 6 inches to the left.
Yeah.
Just like, but small things, stuff like that. And I think it tends to me, mind you, it seems to happen more around times where I have, if I go and do stuff with the den or anything like that and have real high energy stuff going on, it seems to, I don't want to say feed on it, but it seems to react to it, So maybe I'm just more aware that it's happening.
Yeah, tell them about how just recently you discovered those. What were they? Religious books? Was there a Bible also?
Oh yeah. About I don't know, what was that? Probably about 2 months ago now. We have an attic that we don't use upstairs. I mean, it's a big open room, but there's no heat or heat or air up there, so we don't go up there really during the midsummer or the winter. So the last time I was up there was probably, I don't know, maybe right after Christmas when I took all the Christmas stuff up. Well, I went to go take some stuff up about 3 weeks ago, now that I think about it, and all of a sudden there's just these 2 Bibles just flipped upside down, laying on the bottom step right by the door.
Whoa. That's insane.
They're just sitting there. So I pick them up, and they're both these 2 Catholic Bibles. I mean, I probably got them, I don't know, 8 months ago or so. I put them up with my other Bibles and stuff that I keep up in my attic. And, but I don't remember hearing them drop. None of our animals or anything else gets up in the attic. I hadn't been up there in a few months, and, lo and behold, I open it up, and they're sitting right there. You know what I mean? And I'm looking around because, if anything, they were on a stack of books somewhere, and they all would have fallen,
Yeah.
I can't find anything. So
That's wild.
and that was just kind of the beginning of it. From there, things kind of got weirder, other stuff moving, which ultimately all the things happening, doors I hear open or lights that I see go off, kind of all culminated with my ghost box being moved in the middle of the night off of my coffee table, probably about 2.5 feet from where it was sitting. It was not on a flat surface. It's actually, we have this pretty neat, my wife found it last Halloween, this cool, serving plate thing that's a Ouija board. It's wooden. It's got, I don't know, maybe a 2-inch lip on it. So this thing was, sitting inside of it.
Damn.
So, yeah, my wife didn't even really think anything about it because I had told her the night before about the doors opening and stuff. And she woke up in the morning, comes out, and, she sees the ghost box on the floor. She thinks I'm messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't messed with that thing since Jason gave it to me. I just put batteries in it a couple months ago and just never used it. We usually use his, so she didn't think anything of it.
I straight up told him, I was like, with all, because the activity that he was explaining to me wasn't the typical stuff that he had experienced prior to gaining a bigger connection.
Yeah.
Not saying he didn't have one prior, but, he had been over at our house. You know what it's like around us, Alex, and other people do as well. It's not our connection. We just have that ability to help everybody when they're around us. So me and Terry giving him that ghost box to use at his house, or if he's out and about somewhere cool, do an ITC session. It'd be sweet. But, them knowing what he's doing now with us, especially with a positive attachment or a spirit guides or whatever, they're going to want to communicate a little bit more. So I was like, well, the ghost box on the floor is an obvious sign on top of it. It's like, look, this is your version of the telephone. Can you please pick it up? We want to talk, and he did. He actually, I don't know, I can't remember how many minutes of video he sent me, but
it was about 14 of total, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I trimmed it down to a couple minutes, and it's completely relative to him. Just the stuff that he was experiencing around the house. They said that they wake him up. I mean, it's crazy. It's totally legit. It's crazy as hell. And it's definitely something going on. And, what happened to me yesterday, I think, confirms what's going on,
Yeah, tell us.
crazy.
Tell us about that experience.
Let's see. Was it Monday night? Monday night, I'm laying in bed. I was kind of about ready to go to sleep, but I was not asleep. Well, just, it's dark in the room, and all of a sudden, it's like in the blink of an eye, I'm like watching this lady I've never seen before in my life in a pitch black room, pointing to something on like a little wooden table, kind of. It looked like a kitchen table, but it might not have been super huge. But anyways,